Hello, I'm Genevieve from SCSU TV, and today we are going to be talking about wellness. So this is a big topic right now because it's so easy to forget self-care and self-love, especially when we're feeling so confined by basically the guidelines of having to stay in and not being advised to hang out with anybody. I just wanted to talk a little bit about some techniques, some methods, some patterns to start implementing into your daily lives to make things a little better. Make sure you're doing all right and to, continue to build healthy habits, especially during a time when things are uncertain and it can be very easy to become overwhelmed and stressed out. So without further ado, here are some of the things that you can add to your daily quarantine lives to make things a little bit easier for yourself. So first thing I want to talk about is journaling. I know a lot of people feel weird with it, almost like why am I writing to myself? It can feel like you're writing to yourself, and you really are, and there's nothing wrong with that. I know that a lot of people feel strange because it feels like a diary, and diaries are kind of associated with first being very feminine and something a girl would do, right? Which isn't true. It should apply to all people. It does apply to all people, no matter your gender or age, any of that, doesn't matter. So I've been doing this for about a year now, and you can just get a regular notebook. You probably have one in your house, and a pen or whatever you want to write with, and just write as much as you can. It doesn't have to be every day. I do like once a month, or anytime something big happens that I'm happy about, or something that I want to learn from. I'll just kind of record it to make sure I can go back and say, oh, look at the growth, and it really does help. I recommend that absolutely. Another thing I saw was somebody had posted, mindfulness videos, and actually one of my friends did it, and he posted to write a letter to yourself, and I recently did that, and it was really nice. I felt a little strange maybe doing it because I was writing like, Dear Genevieve, but yeah, I wrote it in this, and it's really nice going back. That was a few weeks ago, so going back and looking at, what I'm appreciative in myself, things I want to improve on, things that I've accomplished. It's really nice. It's really nice to write a letter to yourself. So I recommend everybody do that when you have the chance. And just see how you like it, because sometimes you go back and you read it and you say, wow, like I instantly feel better about myself. I feel lifted up. I feel better. Secondly, although it may seem very straightforward, you need to drink water. It's unbelievable how much your mood and your not only physical but your emotional being, how you can feel after you're well hydrated. And I've definitely noticed a change in my sleep patterns as well as my energy, and how my body feels. When I don't drink a lot of water, I almost feel like I'm getting sick. Like I feel very run down. It's even harder to stay awake during the day because when I don't drink water, I'm so dehydrated that my body just wants to curl up and go to sleep. So make sure you're drinking water. Make sure you drink, at least a bare minimum, 2 to 3 of this size a day, to make sure that you're taking care of your body, as well as, your mind and your emotions really they're impacted by how you feel physically. I don't think anybody will argue with that one, but I just want to make sure that everybody's staying hydrated and drinking water. It can be really easy to forget, especially because it's boring and people don't like it. Oh, there's people walking by staring at me. That's okay. Anyway, moving on. Thirdly, we had touched on this in the video, like I said with Emmanuel, where we talked about music, but music and media and things that we like are always great ways to relax and kind of get in tune with what we like again. So at a time like this, when we're all stuck inside a lot, find music that you like, music that relaxes you, or music that makes you feel good, things that hype you up, things that make you feel better. And we all know what those things are. We probably all have different tastes and different varieties of music, and film and videos. But hopefully if you're watching this, you have some sort of understanding of what you like as a person, as an individual, and you can then, even explore further. You can go into different genres, different things. I think a big thing that's happening right now, a big issue, is that people are relying solely on what they know. And by that I mean we're watching movies that we like, we're talking to people that we know and that we like, and that's of course a great way to stay connected and to ground yourself in a time like this. But another part of it is, you know, expand your comfort zone. This is a great time to look up how to, I don't know, play guitar, look up how to paint, you know, grab paper, start writing. There's so many different ways that we can just slowly, even for a few minutes a day, just start to slowly integrate these new patterns into our life. And you don't know, because maybe you will find something that you really like. For me, I found that I like doing stupid stuff on Photoshop. I like editing little pictures and doodling on them. And that's fun for me. Try something new. Stay connected with friends. I don't want to discredit that at all, because that is a huge part. It's helped keep me centered. It's helped keeping me, you know, sane, giving me something to look forward to. So talking to family and friends, regardless of who you're living with, if you're alone or if you're with your roommates or your parents or your friends, siblings, whoever you're with, make sure you're connecting with not only them, but your other friends and your other family to make sure, you know, you're doing well, they're doing well, and it's nice to have that communication. So keep that in mind. Don't be afraid to reach out to people. I know it seems really weird, like exes are reaching out and ex-friends are reaching out. It seems like there's no boundary for who can talk to who right now, but make sure that you know you are absolutely able to reach out to who you want to. You're also able to not respond to whoever you don't feel the need to. So I think boundaries are another big thing, because it feels like we're so constricted by the one boundary of do not leave your house, do not, you know, live your normal life, that everything else needs to be free. We're saying like, screw a diet, screw eating right, screw sleeping, screw drinking water, you know, I don't need this, because we don't want to feel more tied down. So I do think we need to recognize boundaries, setting boundaries for ourselves, such as going to bed on time or journaling, or making sure we reach out to at least one friend a day or something like that. That's really important. And also placing boundaries, you know, for other people. So if you are having a lot of contact with someone that you don't want, let them know. If you miss someone, say, hey, I miss you, like let's chat. If you maybe haven't reached out to your parents or family, if you don't live with them, you know, make sure of course they're doing well. So it's just checking in with yourself, keeping yourself almost organized when there's a lot of disorganization or lack of organization right now, and rebuilding a structure. Even if it's a loose one, it's nice to have things that can make you feel better. So that is what I recommend. Thank you to everyone for giving me recommendations of what to talk about today, and I truly hope that you take some of these things to heart and really start implementing them into your, you know, daily quarantine lives and even past quarantine. So if you guys want to see another video like this, just let me know in the comments below. I'm not an expert, but I do know some things work for me and some things work for other people. Some things work for everyone. So I'd love to talk more about it. So if you have any suggestions, comment down below. And everybody stay healthy, happy, and sane.